Hi guys, welcome back to Derby Koi on this quite nice day today. Last few days have been a bit overcast and dreary, a bit of rain, but actually quite nice today, quite sunny. A few little clouds about, but not too bad. But tomorrow we're expecting a bit of a heat wave tomorrow. 24 degrees it's saying tomorrow, so we'll have to wait and see. I think it's about 19 or 20 today, so not too bad. Right, main pond. Still in the, I have noticed, or have been noticing, my water level's been dropping. Now we've got a leak. Obviously you get evaporation, but we haven't really had that much heat. I'm thinking it was dropping quite significantly. I'd probably say 2 to 3 centimeters a day, and I'll top it back up. Next day it's down again. I thought, oh god, what's going on? Is it, I wonder if I got a leak around the skimmer or something? And then I thought I was losing water in the bunker at one point, and I couldn't figure out why. Then I found out why, and I came around here, and it's exactly the same in here. My if I get around here, upflow filter, when I fitted this, I fitted it with slide valves. Big mistake. I'm never using slide valves again. Every slide valve I've had at some point has failed. Seals have failed on them. Something's caught in there and it scratched the plastic, so it's letting water pass, doesn't close quite right. And to be honest, the price of them when you buy them, it's not that much more, especially on the 1.5 inch what I'm going for. It's only a pound, maybe two, if that, to buy a ball valve. So anything I ever do from now on, unless I can't fit a ball valve in there, I'm not using slide valves again. Every one has failed. So what it's doing is my waste slide valve is leaking, and it's obviously sending water straight down the drain. So obviously I haven't got any ball valves yet, so what I needed to do was just do a quick repair for now, or try and stop it as best I could. So I did put something on there. It really slowed it down, but it wasn't quite sealing right. I'll take it off and show you what I used, and what I'm going to do for now as well differently, because when in here I can finally get round to sorting my filters out. Obviously the bunker, which I'll talk about. I want to do drum filters in here as well, and when I do put my drum filter in, it's going to have a built-in UV. So this UV will be going. I'll be taking this out. So what I'm going to do then, once this is out, I'm going to extend the pipe work and raise my upflow filter up at least a foot, maybe more if I can, so I can then redo the bottom and get the slide valves off, redo it, and put ball valves on there, and I can actually reach them, and that should stop any issues with that. So I'll spin you around. I'll show you what I've got down here at the moment, and I'm taking this off and replacing it today anyway with something different, so I'll show you that first. Okay, that pipe there is my waste. So what I had to do is I put an 1.5 inch boot on, and then I put that stop valve on the bottom, and it's just a thread. You see down here it's threaded on, and because there's no seal in that thread, it leaks water. That's why it's still wet down here. So I'm going to change that today, and it is quite high up. It brings the pipe up. When I was at Ken's the weekend, I picked this up, just a 1.5 inch end cap. So I'm going to stick that on there instead, and hopefully that will stop that little bit of leak. I can cope with that, to be honest. The amount that's leaking, I can cope with that. That's not too bad. But yeah, damn slide valves are a waste of time. So those, if I can show you over here, move the pin out of the way. With you can see down there, that's the waste slide valve, which is closed and it's letting water out, and that's the inlet slide valve. Obviously that's not leaking because that's open while it's running, and when I turn it off I close that one to stop it going back and open that one for the waste. But yeah, so hopefully I can move all this up once that's gone. From here I'll maybe go at least a foot, could be go a little bit higher maybe. I can higher all that up, and that will give me, that will be a lot higher off the floor as well, so I can get my ball valves in there hopefully and sort that out. So yeah, let me get this thing off the tap, not off the tap, off the waste valve, and I'll show you what I used and what I put on. Okay, so that's what I used. It's the 1.5 inch straight boot, and this end piece here, it actually screws off. It's a stop thing, get it off. Probably don't need to see it off, but I can never get if it ever comes off. So that comes off in there, but that was leaking slightly. So I'm replacing that with that. Like I say, it's a bit lower, so hopefully I can get that on and it stops the leak. So all I have to do is, when I do need to flush it out and empty it, I just need to get this end piece off and make it a bit easier. And that was quite easy to unthread, but that wasn't sealing so good. So hopefully that is going to seal properly and sort that out. So I'm going to get that on now, so that will be one job out of the way. Okay, so replace that. Not seems to be leaking at the moment, so that's a lot better. It's a lot flusher. Hopefully that's it for now. But as I say, once this is gone and everything's changed in here, all get done, new ball valves. So yeah, it's fantastic. So I'll top that back up again. It hasn't lost that much today, but then it's topping back up. Now these small lilies are not growing as much, because as soon as the new ones come through, they are biting them off. So what I might do, don't have to be today, I might take these back out. They're more or less leaving these ones alone, because these are quite thick as they come up, because that didn't really grow so well where it was situated in the tub around the back. It's not growing as good, so I may stick that back around the back just for a couple of weeks till we get some bigger shoots come through, and hopefully that can leave that alone then. I'm not decided whether it's just to chance it and hopefully they don't come up, but they do seem to be biting them off as they come up. As you can see, look, they're taking the heads off a couple of smaller ones before they can open out. But apart from that, the pond's looking okay at the moment. Now I did see the Kia Azzurri flash this morning a couple of times, but it's the only one I've seen, and I haven't seen him since, and that was before feeding. So I will monitor it for a little while, and if I see any more flashing today, I may get one of them out. I may get him out because he's the one I've seen flashing, and hopefully there's nothing on it, and if there is, I can get on top of it before it gets to be a bad outbreak of anything. But the water is looking quite nice and clear. I have noticed a small build-up of blanket weed starting on the side, but I'm hoping they're going to help reduce stuff in the water to stop them, and I may stick a small dose of blanket weed treatment in if I need to, but that'll be after I've tested for any issues because of that one flashing. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so I've been monitoring them for a few hours now, and still flashing. The Kia Azzurri is flashing quite bad, and I've seen a couple of others have a little flash, so I decided to get the Kia Azzurri out, and I scraped it and found Trichodinia again. So they've been alright for a few weeks since I treated before. Whether they all went or just dormant, I don't know. The last time I did it, I didn't have any PP, so I had to use malachite green, which I had. So whether that worked or not, I don't know, but I have got some PP. Mara mentioned before I bought some stuff off eBay before, just standard PP from a company, chemical company. You got twice as much for the same price. I wasn't happy with using that. I used that around the back on the lilies when I put the lilies in, because it wasn't, when it's in the packet, it wasn't as vibrant as purple as normal, or bluey colour. In the packet it looked, there's a little brown tinge to it, so I think it was starting to oxidise, so I don't think it'd been as strong, so I didn't use that in the pond. But I have bought some NT Labs, 250 grams, not a bad price to be honest. It should last a while. So I have got one of those mixing, if you can see down there, with some air at the moment. Give that another 5 minutes to mix. I'll put my net on, and so I have to put it on with bricks for this. If it's staying on for a longer period, I will hook it up to the hooks inside to make it look a bit better, but because it's only going to be on while I'm doing this treatment, 4 or 5 hours, something like that. So while that's on, in, I'll add it at that. I do have my hydrogen peroxide on standby. I've got that here, so I've got plenty of that. I do buy this off eBay. The stuff you buy, the colour related stuff, I think is 6%, so you have to work out on that. But this is 11.99%, so 12% basically, for 5 litres, and that works out a hell of a lot cheaper than the other stuff, and it does work. I've used that a few times now, and that does work, so I've got no issues with that. That neutralises it instantly. But obviously with double the strength, only use half as much as the normal stuff you can get. You can get that at different strengths and get like 6, 8, 10 and 12 I think, but I went for the 12, and that really does work, so I'm happy with that stuff to use. So this one, give it, like I said, another 5 minutes. I'm going to get this in. I may even, before that, I'm going to give it a good filter clean while that's doing actually. So I'll give that a good filter clean, and then I'll get this in, and I'll be monitoring these now for the next 4 hours and keep topping up with PP as it starts to go brown. So I'll come back to you in a little while. Okay, so filter's cleaned, just filling back up. Water's topping up as well. So once that's finished topping off, it's mixed now anyway, the PP. So I should get this first dose in the pond. Okay, so PP's in. I'm now going to monitor that. Keep me on it if it starts to go slightly brown. As it starts to go brown, and it's top it back up again for another dose. So I estimate it's going to be a couple of hours before it starts to go. So in a couple of hours I'll get the mix on the go, ready for it. And if I do a total of, for myself, I do a total of 4 hours, or just over 4 hours. Put the nets on because it can irritate them and jump, but I will be monitoring them. I'll be sitting out here for quite a while, and if I need to go in, we've got cameras as well, so I'll be monitoring on the cameras if I need to go in for anything. So yeah. not much else I can do now for 4 hours apart from keep my eye on these, have my PP on standby, and make sure there's plenty of oxygen going in. I am going to up the oxygen into the main pond and lower it into the moving bed, which will put more into the main pond, so keep it well oxygenated, and just monitor now, and hopefully that will cure it. So yeah, I'll come back either after it's all done or if there's any issues. I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so it's been just over 4 hours now. I've kept it nice purpley colour. Hopefully that sorted it. So I'm going to now get the hydrogen peroxide in there and neutralise it, and hopefully the fish will be a bit happier. Okay, so I don't know what that showed on camera when I put it in. It doesn't take long for that hydrogen peroxide to neutralise it. Probably a minute and a half maximum. You see the water change, and yeah. So once you do that and you've had PP and you neutralise it, the water can look a little murky, but I'd say 12-24 hours later it's crystal clear again. It clears itself up, any remainder in there, but yeah, apart from that, hopefully, fingers crossed, that's nuked the trichodenia, and hopefully no more issues. But these parasites are getting quite persistent lately, they're getting very hardy, so hopefully that's done it. So I'll report back tomorrow. Okay guys, so it's been over 24 hours now since I've done the treatment. Water's clearing up nicely. It's probably close to 30 hours, I'd say now, actually. Fish are still looking a bit agitated, a couple of flashes. So well, I thought first thing I do, I want to do water. I've done water tests because when you use PP on your pond, it can obliterate your filters. So I haven't fed them since I put the treatment in. Obviously give the water a chance to get back up. I've just done water tests. Ammonia seems okay, that's fine, but the nitrite and nitrate levels are a bit higher than I would like. Not quite toxic levels, but they're quite high, so I can only put that down to the PP that I used in here. I said that obliterates the filters. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a real good water change, give that a good water change. I'm going to put some of that, I've only got a bit left, so I'm going to put what's left of that Seacom safe in there. That will take any toxicity, I can't even say it. It'll take the toxins out of the nitrate and nitrite. They'll still be in the water. He just binds them together for about 24 hours takes out the toxins, and after 24 hours it starts to break down, and you can start to release them back again, so you may need to retreat. But hopefully by doing water changes and that in there, it will help with that. I hope to give the filters a little chance for some of the bacteria to get back up. There's still going to be some bacteria in the filters, but doing the PP treatment, it really knocks the filters back. So yeah, that's my plans for now. So I'm going to do a good water change, get the water, drop the water, get it back in, get the Seacom safe back in, and then I'll monitor them. I have left the net on. Sorry about that noise, the dustman had just arrived. The net is still on, so any dive, they ain't going to no jumping and stuff, so I want to keep that on until I'm happy with it. So let's get this water down. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, probably not with the net on, but I've dropped it, I'd say 4, maybe 5 inches. So I'm going to top this back up now, and then I'll do the same again tomorrow, I think. And hopefully that's going to reduce it down, and I'm going to put the Seacom safe in there as well. I haven't got a lot left, but it'll it's going to help do something to it at least, and hopefully in a day or two they'll stop flashing. If they don't, obviously I'll check the ammonia levels and that, the nitrate levels again tomorrow, do the water tests, and go from there. But yeah, if the water levels come back okay and they're still flashing, I'll give them another day, I think, and maybe do another scrape just to see. So yeah, that's all I can do for now. Right, I'm going to top this back up. Okay guys, so it's the next day now. Water, done water tests again. Still a little bit there, so I've done another major water change today. That's all done. That seems to have calmed down a little bit. Still a little bit of flashing, but obviously the water parameters are not there yet after putting the PP in. So I'm going to do water change again over the next day or so, and again I'll be constantly checking them. Once the parameters are back to normal, if they're still doing it, I'll have to get them back out again to see if the treatment works, and or if there's anything else in there that's causing any issues. So yeah, that's still to come. I just want to say, well, not me, Graham has asked me to say a big thank you to everybody who sent him Facebook messages, messaged on Facebook, left a comment, sent private messages as well to wish him a happy birthday. Now he said he had a great day and wanted me to thank everybody, but I did take him out for the day to a little special theme park, and if you want to see where it was, pop on over to Facebook and check it out to see where he went on to his special day and his special theme park. Yeah, so everything's all good. Fishing here are great at the moment. No issues there. I have got somebody coming to pick up the kahaku, which was from the main pond, and I put into here because of salt in here to help with the wound on its head. That is healing up quite nice, so really pleased how that's coming on, and that should be picked up this weekend hopefully. And the little fry in here seems to be going okay. Very difficult to film at the moment because as soon as I open the tank they go to the back of the tank. They still are only small, but they are starting to grow now. The Macashiogons, especially a couple of them, are really growing well. I'll try and get a video of that in the for the next video. I may even try to get some underwater footage of them. We'll have to see how they are, because they are still very skittish because they're so small, but they are growing well. As I say, the main pond, gotta wait to see how that goes. Not sure if I'm moving any more of those on in the main pond. A possible one. I've got another couple in here to move into the main pond, but I don't think I'll be moving this year. I've got the the Yamabuki Ogon, and I've got the Goshki to go in into the main pond. But I'm going to leave that probably till next year because they're not as big as I'd like at the moment, so I'm going to grow them on in here as much as I can. So maybe next year we'll see whether I move any more onto met room for them. We'll have to wait and see. Update on the filter that's coming in here, the drum filter. As I've already mentioned in the last video, that I'm going to wait until after the National. Reason for that is I've spoke to Ken down at the Koi Collection, and what he's going to do, I've asked him if he can lend me a little vat, one of them little pop-up vats, so I can stick it up outside, move the water from the bunker into there, move all the fish over into that, then I haven't got to rush and try and get everything done in here in a day, because obviously it's going to be without filtration while I move my upflow filter over and read all the pipe work and everything in here. So after the National, he's going to lend me a vat, and as soon as I get that up and running and everything sorted on that, what I'll do is the Easy Pod that's in here at the moment, I'll put that on the I'll take it out and I'll put it on the vat. This is set up for gravity fed, but what I'll probably do is I'll swap it round again and get it set up for pump fed, so I can feed that vat, because I don't think it'll work off a gravity fed. But I have to wait and see if I can rig something up, I don't know yet. But that's my plans for in here. So after the National, sometime after the National, I can get on to setting this drum filter and everything up in here. So happy days for that. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Pop on over to Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. So until the next one, as always, stay safe, jobs are good.